seen a couple of them.
But no, they've got PSP with them on that.
Yeah, that's what's making me think.
Yeah, they're memory cards, aren't they?
Yeah. Morning, mate.
Yes.
How much are these?
A pound each or 50 each.
Yeah. You do pound for free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, yeah.
How much is that one, mate?
£2. Like this.
Would you do a fiver for them two, mate?
Yes. Fine.
Yeah. Do you have a five change?
Yes.
Morning. How much is the steering wheel, please?
£25.
25, The pedals, yeah. Is this the only games that you've got today?
Yeah, some, but some's already
Yeah. How much is the game, please?
£2.50.
£2.50. Would you do £2 on the game?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Then you got the lot.
Sorry?
Morning, mate. How much are the cables, please? Would you do £2 for it, mate? Pardon? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to sell it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it does. How much do you want for this then, mate?
Sure. £10 for you. 35.
So, 3, 4.
Do 15 for it, mate?
Oh, mate, I've got my punch. Give me a 20 for it.
No, that's all right. Worth an ask.
Cheers, mate.
Got it, mate? Cheers. How much is the PlayStation as well, mate? 15, yeah. Not sure if I managed to get this on camera, but Xbox 360 controller, £3. Morning, mate. How much is that for sale?
This one?
Yeah.
Da, sigur. Da, sigur, 100.000. Am acasă încă unul.
Submerge.
How much is this one, my friend?
£5.
5, yeah. Do you have 5 change? Please.
What's the last? First and last, £20.
Morning, mate.
Right.
How much are the controllers, please?
Five. It is too small.
Would you do £8 for the pair?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't have any change.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Needs a new stick.
Stick, yeah.
The battery's in there, so
Oh.
you can test it.
How much is it, mate?
That was on. Tenner was asking of throwing that in as well. But yeah, you'll definitely need a stick change with the rubber coming off. Should be able to see it come off.
Yeah. You want to do a 5 on it, mate? No. Right, I'll leave it for now, mate.
If it's still here at the end, I'll probably go to 5. To be honest.
Yeah. We'll see.
2 hours later.
5, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got 5 change?
Yeah, yeah.
For the doubles or the triples, whatever.
And what about the DVD, sorry? How much, sorry? £2. £2. Excuse me, mate, would you do a deal if I bought quite a lot? 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13. For 13. Well, yeah, if you've got one actually, please.
There's a lot more in there. Yeah, but yeah, number 7 size 22.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's these ones I'm after, really. These
Got
Vengeance video ones. So.
yeah, you know what you're looking at.
So there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, mate.
25 for you there.
Yeah.
You've got a deal and I've got a deal.
We are back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. Aim on the game, my channel's buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I get my hands at car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, or charity shops for a cheap price. So I'm getting trading into CX at a high price, so I can build my own gaming collection. So yes, back with a Sunday car boot sale pickup video. Very successful again. It's 2 weeks on the bounce. I've done very, very well. A couple of learning curves in here as well. A couple of surprises on their value and stuff like that as well. So yeah, really we're happy with how the winter car boots are going. Hope you're enjoying them as well. Had a lot of traction on my last video, and a few people reached out to me because basically I mentioned that this car boot, the first car boot I go to, they charge £3 before 6 AM and £1 after 6 AM, and everyone just messaged me saying you're tight, pay the £2, blah blah blah. What I probably should have said is that I have paid the £3 many of time before to get in early, but it's just not worth it at this car boot. A lot of the sellers at this car boot are selling tools, brand new things like sellotape and yeah, cardboard and Lenore and all of that stuff. It's I would say it's more like a market, and the genuine sellers, they don't turn up until much later, so you're paying to get in early, but there's nothing there to look through because it's all just the proper, you know, tradesmen, shall we say. But then what a lot of them do as well is they'll not set up because they'll be going through all of the genuine seller stuff as well. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. I pay early to get into the second car boot, which I pay £3 to get into that one. It's not that I'm that tight. It's really not worth it for this car boot. So I just thought I'd clarify that as to why I pay the £1 to get in at 6 AM. But yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. I think my first couple of pickups were these, which are good ones. Well, semi-good ones. So yeah, what drew my eye to this, you've got 4GB memory sticks, SanDisk. Oh wait, for some reason I always think this is called ScanDisk, SCAN disc. But it says PSP compatible on them. 4GB, they're all the same. And I've had a look on eBay, and ones that are not new in the box are selling for about £5 or £6, and I paid £1 for all 3 of those. So, you know, even if I got £6 for all of them, I'd be happy. So, yeah, I think my money's safe at 33p each. But what I did manage to get afterwards, which is brilliant, and I'm surprised it was still there. I don't know if you could see in the footage, but it was like in the box, you know, that way down. And yes, an Xbox 360 controller. Wireless, obviously, brand new. Now, unfortunately, the box is damaged around the side there. There was a bit hanging off, which I've just pulled off. The batteries at the bottom do have corrosion. There is like a little bit of a crack in the casing up here. So, by no stretch of the imagination is it minty, but it is still brand new and sealed inside the blister. Is this called like a blister pack or something like that? I always imagine the ones that, you know, like hook onto the shelf, you know, there'd be like a metal bar going through there. I call them blisters, like, you know, like the Pokemon ones. So it's a shame about the damage, because if this was in, you know, original condition, shall we say, then yeah, you know, you'd be looking at close to £100 for that. In this condition, unfortunately not. But I have worked out a little bit of a deal with my friend Harry, who people may have remembered from the cardboard journey. He donated a game to me. I've since given him a game back. Well, I need to. I've still got it over there, actually. I forgot to give it to him last weekend. But that, and he's into Xbox 360. So we've worked out a little deal. That's going over to him. And yeah, I'm really happy with the money that I'm getting for it. And he's happy that he's obviously able to get one of these into his collection for a semi-decent price. So yeah, really happy with that. And then what I also managed to get from that same person was one of these, brand new Wii nunchuck. Unfortunately not as much money in these, but I think I paid like £2 for it. I think I paid £2 and £3 for that. And yeah, I think these go for about £10 to £15 on eBay. But yeah, we'll see. I just realised it says video game / hardware. Anyone recognise that sticker there? But yeah, 2 brand new and sealed console accessories is always good to find at the car boot. And then yeah, the second pickup, paid up a little bit for this in terms of, you know, I normally like to triple my money, but I couldn't leave it there for yeah, the condition it's in. It's in very good condition. What I did notice at the back, one of these bits had popped out, but I unscrewed it, popped it back in, and yeah, absolutely working fine. And what it did come with was a copy of Super Mario Bros. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it came with a copy of Super Mario Bros. Cart only, but luckily I had a case to this as well, so that's an extra £10 voucher there. So by rights, because of that, that trades in for £50 voucher, and that trades in for £10 voucher. I will be tripling my money. Oh, let me just turn that off. Because yeah, I think I paid £20 for that, and I should, yeah, 50 and 10. I believe they're still trading for 10. I'll have to double check. It's been a while. But yeah, £60 voucher there for £20 sold. It was funny because for £20 spent, sorry. It was funny because I didn't even notice. Watching the footage back, I was pulling this power supply out of the of all of the junk that was on the table, and obviously I'm leaning over like that, and my camera's facing over there, and I can see the 2DS there. I didn't even notice it, to be fair. But yeah, I was originally going to buy that for like £2 or £3, and then he said, "Oh, does it fit this?" And it did, and yeah, I think he said £20. I said, "Would you say 15?" He said no. So I was going to grab it all day long, you know, especially the fact that I could tell that it was working. That's always a plus. Unfortunately, they don't go for. Oh, it is missing a stylus as well, which I've ordered off of the internet, off of eBay. I think it was like £1 or £2. Unfortunately, they don't sell for as much. Like on eBay, I think they go for about £40, something like that, and you get like £50 voucher for it. So. In my opinion, it's better to trade it into CEX than it is to sell it on eBay. What did I get next? I think I got this next, or maybe I got this before that actually. It's what's it called? F1 2020. It says the 70 edition. I don't know if that makes a difference. Trades in for £10. I paid £2 for this, but the disc does have some light surface scratches. Nothing that would affect the gameplay. So maybe it will get rejected, and I'll have to maybe look to sell it privately at a discounted rate. I think CEX is selling that for about £15, but hopefully they take it. And yeah, £2 into £10. Oh yeah, I got this. I don't think I managed to get this on camera. That's the only problem with my GoPros, like where it has a battery life of about an hour. It's always, I kind of forget, oh, I've got to check it. And it's always like just after I bought something. But yeah, Xbox 360 controller, £3 paid. Should be getting £13 voucher back for that. And then I think I got these two next. PlayStation 4 controller, white, and an Xbox One controller. Now this one works absolutely fine. As you can see, I've powered it on there. It does need a bit of charging, but I've tested it, no stick drift or anything. So yeah, that should trade in absolutely fine for I think £33 voucher. This one, I don't know if it's my cable or the connection on this, but it's a bit temperamental when I try and test it. There isn't any stick drift or anything, so hopefully it'll work with CEX when they test it. But again, I think they're trading for like £30 voucher as well. So paid £8 for both of those, so £8 hopefully into £60. And then yes, on to the find of the day. Yeah, I was looking at I think it was like a tablet or something on the floor. Unfortunately, not much trading value for it. As with all computer stuff, it's very determined on what the specs are of the computer, and because it's changing so quickly, even something that's, you know, a couple of years old, it won't trade in for that well. But whilst I was looking at that, I could see from the corner of my eye, he was pulling stuff out of like a suitcase, and I saw this. And to be fair, when I first saw it, I thought it was just a normal white DS. But it is a 3DS, as you can see on the back there. Very, very grubby, but I've managed to clean it up. I don't know if you can see there, but it's in pretty good condition, apart from the fact that the plastic bit there is kind of like got a crack in it. But yeah, the screens and everything and inside is fine. And obviously because I've got the charger with that one, I was able to charge it up, and it all works fine if it powers on. There you go. And it also come with a Brucey bonus of Mario 3D Land, which I've given a go and was quite fun. The whole 3D thing on this, for me, like my eyesight is not good, but turning it on, it's like, wow, that blows my mind. I mean, I don't know if that's turned kids blind going back in the day, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up with the 3D on that. But this was my first time actually looking at it with 3D, and I'm like, whoa, turn that off. I didn't like it one bit. But yeah, £5 paid, and the discounted rate of this, CEX will give me 85 or £83 voucher. I do need to get a charger for it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to my local CEX and just double check that they would take it with like a value charger, because you can pick one of them up for a couple of quid. But if they say no, then I'll have to get an official one, which is about a tenner. So even so, you know, if I've got to pay £15 for this and the charger, £15 into £85 is still really good. And then yeah, I've also got that, which I'll probably get a couple quid for as well if I look to sell it on eBay. But yeah, really cool find, and obviously a bonus for it working. That was it from the first car boot. Unfortunately, the second one, although I left my first car boot at the normal time, by the time I got there, it was queue for much further away than what it normally is. I don't know if it's like now getting closer to normal car boot season, that more people are wanting to go on a Sunday, so I'm going to have to get there earlier now. But it took me like 25 minutes to get in, and this one, you know, they let everyone off at like 9 AM, and it really goes to show. I managed to get parked up and out of my car at 5 minutes past 9, and there was like next to nothing left in terms of gaming. So, you know, those first 5 to 10 minutes is really important at this car boot. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get much, apart from something that could either be an epic fail or an epic win, is yet to be seen. I'm hoping that I'll at least, you know, get my money back and a little bit of profit. But the first thing that I got was another Xbox One controller. The guy, basically, I think I see this to start with, and he wanted a tenner for it. He then knocked himself down to £7, and I think I said, no mate, I'd only want to pay a fiver for it, because, you know, if you can guarantee that this works, then yeah, £10 is a good price. But the amount of times I've bought these for, I don't like spending more than £5 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 controllers, just because the amount of times I've been stung on them. But he did say that it needs a new thumbstick there, which is fine. I've got them. I can change that. But yeah, £5 paid. I've tested it. It does all work fine. I should be getting £30 voucher for that. Oh yeah, sorry. That's what I was going to say. I think I said, "Oh, would you take a fiver?" He said, "Oh no, if it's still there at the end." And obviously, I went round, come back about an hour later, and it was still there. And I said, "Would you take a fiver?" And he said, "Yeah." So yeah, £5 paid for that. But yeah, one thing that I did get, now, like Kung Fu, whatever you want to call these kinds of films from back in the day, they always catch my eye, because there has been one or two that I've purchased in the past that have had really good trading. Now, all of these ones have got this brand here called Vengeance Video. So about the first 4 or 5 of these that I scanned whilst looking at them were coming up currently out of stock in CEX, which, as we all know, if something's out of stock in CEX, there's a high chance that CEX are underpricing it, and it sells for a lot more on eBay. So I think this was the first one that I killed, like first one that I scanned, Horse Boxing Killer. I was reading the thing as I picked it up. And yeah, I think CEX only give you about £1.20 voucher for it, but I've had a look on eBay, and there's regular solds of this one alone for £20. So I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe these have, you know, got some good value to them. And then there was about 2 or 3 more that I scanned after that as well, like this one, Shaolin and Wu-Tang. For anyone who listens to Wu-Tang Clan, this is how I think they started. You all used to sit around and watch these kinds of films and rap, basically. But yeah, again, I think this one was selling for like £15. So after I searched back like 3 or 4 of them on eBay, I basically just grabbed all of them. So I think I've got 18 films there, which I paid £25 for. So my rubbish quick maths, that's probably about £1.10 to 20 or something a DVD. So, you know, even if I was to trade those into 6, I think they're all trading in for like £1.50 or something. You know, worst case, I'm I'm just spending my money in CEX, but really hoping that I can, you know, get some of the money back on eBay. But I'm not sure how I want to go about doing this. Do I put these all up as a job lot? Because they are all, like I'm saying, that vengeance video, and put it up as a job lot for like £100. I'm sure there's like a big following with old school kung fu films. Me and my friends actually used to watch these back in the day. I think there was one, or it was two films we always used to watch with Jet Li. I think it was called, one was called Twin Warrior, one was like Shaolin Master or something like that. I can't remember, but we used to watch them all the time. So I do actually like these. I tested them on my PlayStation 2. They all work fine, so they're all like Power Region. Obviously the BBFC there will give that away. But yeah, hoping if I do it as a job lot, maybe put it up as £100, see if I get knocked down. Or if that doesn't work, I'll look for the ones that have got the best, you know, resale sell-through rate, sell those, and then maybe just trade the others into CEX. But yeah, definitely a learning curve, but something that I thought, you know, I couldn't leave behind. If you do know anything about these films, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's it today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, let me know in the comments if there was anything I missed. But take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.